Hello everyone and welcome back to Ball State Esports. We have another Super Smash Bros. Stream for you on a Monday night. It is Ball State versus IU Indy in ECAC Division D. It is the playoffs. Ball State is coming in here undefeated, playing against a team they have already beat before. So hopefully this is going to be another good game for Ball State tonight. And I am Wyatt, aka Baby, and I am joined by the one and only
Gallus, a.k.a. Galuna.
Yes.
Hello.
The Super Smash Bros. Coach has joined us on the desk. Who better to give insight about our Super Smash Bros. Team than the coach of the Super Smash Bros. Team, the one and only Galuna. Actually have a lot of streams this week, not just Smash. I remember a time when the second ESC was over, we just stopped streaming, but not anymore. Now we are keeping up with a lot of streams, which, as you can see, we're going to have a graphic for it. So as you can see, Soup Cam Sam making his cameo. We have today, which is the ECAC playoffs with Smash. Wednesday, we have Call of Duty once again. This time, I believe in Nace. Thursday will be Overwatch Varsity versus Production, another Production versus Varsity match. Those are always fun. And then Friday is the game showcase with the computer science department. So, a large week of streams for it being April, but that's always a good thing. We're coming at you guys with a lot more streams. And I'm very excited for this week of streams. I love casting Smash. I love casting Call of Duty. Yeah.
I do love Smash Brothers, and we're going to have a great game here tonight. Should be pretty good as we go.
Yeah, I mean, should be a good one. Like you said, you guys have played and beat this team before. We can actually take a look at what happened yesterday against Trine University. Ball State beat Trine in ECAC playoffs. Just overall, pretty good game by them. Just kind of watching. I don't think that there was really ever a moment where Ball State looked like they were going to lose.
Yeah, just handle business.
Yeah, just kind of, honestly, just a really great game by them. Of course, this is crew battles. So we don't know how crew battles work. All the stocks are shared, basically, between all the players.
As a team, we got 12 stocks total, which means we can send in 4 players. If one person loses 2 stocks on the first game, they go in, but they beat the other player, take all 3 of their stocks, they'll have 1 stock for the next player.
Yep.
So holding on to stocks real important, as it compared to a normal tournament set where you can kind of sacrifice your stocks more freely.
Yeah, so it's kind of a really good way of making Smash more of like a team game. I always think it is honestly a really good format to use for a collegiate scene where Smash is kind of being played more as a team thing rather than individual like the pro scene tends to be. We can actually take a look at the bracket, which is the ECAC playoff bracket. As you can see, Ball State beat Trine. Now we're going against the IU Indy Cream team.
Played this team before, then none of the teams left in the bracket besides the one we're playing tonight we have ever faced, so going to be interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully get the win tonight, and then we're guaranteed at least another 2 weeks. So going to see how those games go against a bunch of the other teams who have, in theory, not yet been defeated.
Yeah, Ball State, like we said, came into this undefeated. They weren't the only team to do so, which is how ECAC works at times. So other teams in here, I believe Selfish Esports was one of the ones that was undefeated. All those ones in the top, basically. We can now take a look at the rosters of the 2 teams. I believe we should be looking at IU Indies first. Here they go. And some of these guys.
Yes. I'd say the biggest one you want to look at is Red 5 Yoshi. Ironically, does not play Yoshi to my knowledge. He plays Joker. That's going to be our main target for when we're wanting to counterpick.
Yeah, so that's kind of the one to look out for with these crew battles. The best. You kind of want to make sure you know who the best player on the team is. They also have Spike Devs, News Pulse, Full Metal, and JJ 2007. So that is the IU Indy roster. Then, of course, we also have our Ball State roster. So, yeah, here they are.
Yep, we going in reading order. Left, right, top, down. Got Soup Can Sam, Lucario, and Shulk. We haven't seen the Shulk for a while. He's been committing to Lucario way and way more. Doing really good with that. Rain Spiral on me Brawler. Twerp is our main sweeper. Playing Samus and Dark Samus. There's me on Yoshi. Blupa plays Pit, and then Boofy we have as our counter picker, playing two characters who are both very strong and very polarizing, Luigi and Game & Watch.
Yeah, Luigi can be a very annoying character to play against, as is Game & Watch. They're both very interesting characters to play against. So definitely a good player to use as sort of your counter. But yeah, that is the Ball State roster. And now I guess we can just get straight into our game predictions, which, of course, we are going to be very analytical. We have done hours and hours of research. Yeah, it's going to be Ball State 2-0 is our prediction, which we brought back these things. It's been so long. But I'm going to predict a Ball State 2-0. I pretty much always predict a Ball State sweep, but I think this one is...
Yeah, I think this one's pretty likely. Did 2-0 last time we faced them, and our team has only gotten better. So
yeah, sometimes you just got to kind of... It's as simple as that, really. Well, we played them, we beat them, and last time and we've gotten better since.
Dress up, head in.
Yeah, so
do our thing.
Pretty much, I'm just expecting Ball State to do what they did last time and get on with that 2-0 sweep. Like I said, it's kind of just like, can you guys take out Red 5 Yoshi, which I know you think that they can, which I'm going to listen to what the coach says, I'm assuming. So, yeah, I'm expecting a Ball State 2-0. Last game was pretty dominant by them, and I'm expecting another one tonight as well.
Periodically, you're going to see me looking down my phone. I'm not being lazy and a bad caster. I am actually looking at who we're facing against, doing counter picks for the stages, helping my assistant choose who we send in next. So,
still doing coach activities while on the desk. The king of multitasking. We've actually had a lot of coaches on the desk this year. I know. Or this kind of academic year. I know we had Otta, who at the time was our Overwatch coach. We've had him on the desk. He's not the coach anymore. It is Spencer, now Otta's a player. We've had Seno on the desk, our League of Legends coach. Maybe one day we'll even get BK on the desk. I highly doubt it, but that would be really entertaining. But yeah, now we have our Smash Bros. Coach, and you actually have to do coaching activities, which
I'll be doing a lot less than I usually do. I'm entrusting the team to just do what they need, but I still have chat here to monitor, communicate with the other team and our players if need be.
I guess up there we have webcam.
Yep, got Mr. Boofy. He's warming up. In the back you have Mr. Twerp, also probably warming up in training mode. Or they're getting the arena set up for a match here in 6 minutes.
So I guess now that we actually have someone on the desk who knows a little bit more how this works, we always kind of assume, is there a lot of strategy that goes into deciding the order of like that you're going to send in your players, or do you just kind of like send them in, or like?
There's definitely strategy to it. You look at the other, if you have one character that the whole team's worried about except one player, you probably don't send in that player until you see the person you want to counterpick. Besides that, a very good generic strategy for crews in general is you have a sweeper, usually your best player, but it could be a slightly less good player who just plays a very good character. And you send them in first, have them take out as many stocks as possible, and then what's left should be handleable and much more manageable for the rest of the team.
Yeah, and in our situation, our sweeper is Twerp, you said, who does play Samus, Dark Samus specifically. And yeah, Samus is a pretty good character.
We might see the Samus.
We might just see the Samus.
He likes to mix.
Yeah, likes to mix it up.
And there's like slight differences.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with Smash is there's a lot more intricate things than a lot of people think. You were describing earlier how each stage is different. Even though they're just playing Battle Stage, it's different versions of Battle Stage. And there's a difference between all of them, which is why map pick matters. So A lot of intricacies in the competitive Smash scene, of course. We all know that. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. Casting it last week was very fun, especially because it was a Ball State win, so that's always nice to see. Expecting another one tonight. Last time we didn't even see 2 of Ball State's players. We only saw 2 players from Ball State the entire time.
Yeah, I'd love to show everyone, but fortunately the other 4 just too good.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
and
just happens.
Generally speaking, a lot of the times I will just opt to focus more on coaching rather than playing, so I was one of the ones not in.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good thing if you don't see your whole team in this situation. I mean, that just means 2 players can handle the whole thing. That's kind of the best situation for Cruz. There's kind of 2 players able to take out an entire 12 stocks, and then of course it is a best of 3, so they have to take out all 12 stocks twice, first to 2 basically, which it can go pretty fast, honestly. I mean, it can go faster than you think. I mean, if one person is able to get 3 stocks off of the team and not take one at all, like, it's already a pretty big deficit.
And then another thing is that can help it go quicker, especially in that scenario where you're kind of just wiping them pre-handedly, is there's a lot of counter-picking stages and whatnot. You can kind of be a little more lenient, let the team do more of whatever they want to do with stages or characters, just to get things going quicker.
Yeah, and we actually have something new for you guys here. We can actually show you a social media post. So, of course, Ball State Esports does a lot of social media stuff, and we're going to give you a little sneak peek of our TikTok page, Ball State Esports or BSU Esports, or pretty much anything. So we're going to show you that. Have fun with it.
Last year, we had our Ball State's Esports program see if they can count to 5. Let's see if they can count to 6 now. Go.
Oh, so close.
Close.
Go.
Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I kind of like.
To 5, yeah.
Go. Oh.
I counted so slow.
Go. Oh, close. Go. Oh my God. Go. Oh.
You went over.
Welcome back. That was a TikTok / YouTube short / Instagram reel / Facebook. I don't think we post on Facebook, but yeah, that is a little sneak peek of our Ball State socials. Of course, we are on pretty much anything: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Literally any social media service. It's either Ball State Esports or BSU Esports. If you can't find it at Ball State, unless it's Twitch, then it's Ball State University. Don't ask. But you know, of course, you probably know what a Twitch is because you're probably watching it on Twitch. But yeah, if you want to see more of that stuff, we post pretty much weekly. I would say it's pretty much on average weekly. So yeah, make sure you give us a follow on all those socials to see some funny content. We've posted a lot of banger TikToks this semester specifically. My favorite one is definitely the Stop Filming Me one. Absolute banger. Be sure to watch that one. Best TikTok we've ever made. Shout out Austin. But back to Smash Bros. I'm assuming we're going to be getting into game pretty soon here. It's almost 8 o'clock.
I can quickly check here, see progress with making stuff.
Yeah, see if we can figure out if they are getting ready to get games started. Of course, we talked about it a little bit, but if you're just joining us, might as well re-mention it before we get into the game. Crew battle. So it's 4v4, 4 players from each team. and all of their stocks are combined. So, and it is over the entire game. If a player takes all 3 stocks from someone else, but he loses 2 stocks in the process, we will go into a new game. He will jump off the edge 2 times. He'll only have 1 stock left then to try to take more stocks off someone else and a new player from the other team. That is how crew battle works, if you don't know. But yeah, so if the game starts and you see someone jump off the edge, they aren't trolling. I mean, okay, well, they probably aren't trolling. They probably just are down the stock from the previous game. I remember the first time I ever watched crew battles, it caught me off guard. It was IEN. It was IEN 2 semesters ago. We just kind of went to the new game, we jumped off the edge, and I was like, why did he do that? And then I remembered.
Yep. You got limited stocks. Throughout the whole people you face, you only get 3.
Yeah, which, I mean, I think is a really good way of doing it. I think it's a really fun format, honestly. It can make for really hype moments. You know, it can like have comeback moments, or just like, yeah, if that were to happen. I saw one in IEN 2 semesters ago where someone basically just had 3 stocks left and they took like 9 off the other team, or like 6 off the other team. It was really cool. Hopefully we don't see Ball State in that situation today.
I don't think we will. But I've gotten word that they at least have the arena up, so
yeah, there is some progress being made.
Yep.
So hopefully that means game will be starting very soon here. Ball State versus IU Indy, which, yeah, that is kind of one thing about the ECAC is you see a lot of schools that you don't always see. Trine was a fun one. That's a fellow. These are all Indiana schools.
Yeah. Funnily enough, like, I don't think most of the division is from Indiana, but there just happens to be a few. And, I'm glad that they probably did. I wonder, mix up the seeding a little bit to seed us into each other, so it's not just like Indiana sweep.
Yeah, a little bit of
not that would probably happen given the seeding.
Yeah, but yeah, not every single team's from Indiana, but we've so far only played teams from Indiana, being Trine and IUND as of now. It's funny how that happens. A little bit of Battle for Indiana action going on, even though it's ECAC. Fun fact, Trine is where my mom went to college, so I made fun of her when we beat Trine in Smash.
That is where my 5th grade teacher's son went to university.
Connections.
Of course, now hopefully he's a teacher by now. It's been 10 years at least.
You would hope so by now, that maybe he is teaching. Is Trine a good education school? Because my mom's a teacher.
Admittedly, I don't know.
Because that's not 2 people. Who knows?
I know their tennis programs.
Yeah, they do have a good tennis program. Yeah, I guess. Shout out Trine University.
They're not the most well known for Smash. I
don't think they're the most well known for that stuff. All State, I think we're getting to the point where we're pretty well known for esports in general.
Yeah.
It's kind of becoming.
We got some killer teams. It's lots of fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty killer esports program. We talked about it a little bit last week. It's been a while now, but we won Valorant, ESC, just lost League of Legends ESC, unfortunately, but we also won Rocket League ESC this semester. Once again, just lost Overwatch ESC. One day maybe Smash will get there with our winning ESC. Of course.
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so too. It'd be really cool to watch.
If you can come somewhere, good spot.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, look at the amazing facility we have. You can't even see half of it because the screen's down, but pretty cool place here. Yeah, we're getting people known for esports. I mean, CRL helps with that. All the wide-reaching stuff we do. So that's cool. But looks like, all the players are sitting down. Looks like I'm assuming Twerp is the one starting because he seems to be in the main seat. So
we're going with the good old faithful have the sweeper sweep and then clean up afterwards.
Yep, and he definitely did that successfully last week. So looking to do that once again on that Samus. I played a Samus recently and I got absolutely destroyed and I was enraged. But Samus can be quite the character to play against.
And thing about Smash Ultimate, you gotta worry about pretty much everyone. And we're getting in here.
Yep.
Starting with the Incineroar versus our Miss Twerp here is going to have to play a little bit around Incineroar's revenge, aka his counter. If the counter comes out, Incineroar gets a little stronger and will power up his next move.
Yeah, Incineroar can be a very scary character to play against here, but right now, going off to a very good start for Twerp. He's got pretty decent lead in percentage and gets a big hit there, getting his Incineroar up to 85%. Twerp taking a little bit of damage, but just doing a good job at playing space, not letting him get too many big hits and engaging when he kind of sees that opportunity. He's right there, almost doesn't grab the ledge, but now just doing his best to keep him off stage. He's going to get back onto that stage here. Lands one hit onto Twerp, but he looks like he's just going to back out of here and go right back to where he left off as he gets a big hit there.
Twerp is very good. He'll put the charge shot at you, and then if you want to jump in with you, he'll cancel the charge shot and take you out there with his forward aerial.
Yeah, I mean, just a master of the character gets a nice hit there and is going to take a stock off of IU Indy off that Incineroar there. And only at 82%, so still at a really good position to try and just keep this stock alive here and maybe just kind of build a bit of a lead for Ball State. Of course, Incineroar can do very high damage, but right now it's absolutely juggling him away. That grab attack there already got him back up to 62%. And Ledge Guard goes for that down attack, and wow.
That mini bomb, the thing Samus excels most at compared to the rest of the cast is her ledge trapping. Okay, when the opponent's on ledge, that's unfortunate. She has a very good game at keeping you at the ledge with that mini bomb.
Yeah, unfortunately, Twerp going to drop a stock there. Just can't get back onto stage. But Incineroar already back up at 72%. And another thing to clarify as well, I know we see that Red 5 Yoshi here, but this is probably not Red 5 Yoshi. It's just they play on one switch. They're not going to change the gamer tag every time. But off to a great start for Ball State right now. Looks like Twerp going to be in a very good position to take this last stock off of this Incineroar and just kind of keep Ball State at I believe it would be a 2-stock advantage here. And they've only lost 1, and IU has lost 3. So yeah, it would be a 2-stock advantage. And right now,
starting to see that ledge trap we were talking about here. The mini bombs catches him, and then he just catches him whacking on the platform. Hits forward air, and we're going to be moving on to our next game here soon.
Yep, and really good start. He did the sweeper job, basically. Only lost 1 stock. Took 3 away. So now he's going to go into the next game with 2 stocks against IU Indy's next player. And I guess kind of the goal there is to try and get I guess the goal is always to try to get as many stocks off as possible. But I feel like if they're able to get all 3 stocks here, that is doing more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you're in a crew battle, your job is to get 3 or more stocks off the other team.
Yeah.
Generally speaking. Sometimes you'll have niche moments where it's like, oh, you got unlucky first game with the characters.
Oh, we do have a replay. Very high damage right now. Which a little trippy. I hear my voice a little bit. Already got it back up to 62%. And Legendary goes for that. Man, I love hearing my own voice again. It's scary. I'm like, man, I sound like that.
Same.
Yeah, I know. I never watch stream highlights. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to listen to myself. Got a little bit more used to it, but still. But yeah, so we're gonna see once again Twerp in the next game against whoever IU Indy's next player is. Incineroar is in my opinion, can be kind of an annoying character to play against in Smash.
I mean, honestly, it's hard to find a character in Smash that isn't annoying.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Which is both a very good thing, and it may be annoying, but it's good that the characters are functional.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, we were talking a little bit about how I've been learning Rob. That's been fun, but yeah, I can see how Rob could be annoying in some ways. I mean, the recovery, the side B, the nair, all those things that are just like, can be kind of spammable. Kind of just like, especially the recovery from Rob. It's just like, why won't this guy die? He just keeps flying back up. So yeah, every character has their little bit of annoyance. Is there, by definition, this is just a debate, is there a most annoying character in Smash, you think? We are going to get in the next game.
No.
Probably Steve.
Yep. I think most people agree. Probably Steve. Have the Zelda here last time. See how it goes. Zelda has a few things to help against Samus here. That Knight, in addition to having a hitbox, also has a hurt box, meaning it can block that charge shot. In addition, Zelda's neutral B will be like a crystal thing that wraps around her. That's a reflector that she can send the projectile back at her, Samus. So that's a very good counter pick coming from IU Indy, in my opinion.
Yeah, so kind of realizing that they might have to play around this Samus here, going for a counter pick, nice parry there. So doing pretty big damage to him, pretty big damage to Twerp right now. Twerp's kind of struggling to engage onto this Zelda. Getting back on the stage here in a bit of a tough situation, trying to layer up those bombs to get a little bit of damage.
And up B out of shield from the Zelda, setting up the Knight. It's going to send her own projectiles in the mix. We kind of have an Overwatch situation sometimes, but unlike in Overwatch, you can just put up shield and it'll block most things. As he did there, got tacked on shield. Shield beats attack, and up B out shield's going to take the stock.
Yeah, so unfortunate Twerp is going to drop a stock there, but if he can just try to get one or two off of this Zelda here, manages to get one. So going to keep Ball State in the lead by quite a bit. But now just kind of the goal, I feel like, just try to take another stock off of this Zelda here. But right now, I mean, like you said, this is definitely a good counter pick coming out from IUND. It's kind of proving that it is. Doing some big damage there, dodging around. Does some good hits from Twerp as well. In a bit of a tough situation, trying to move around that Knight, but is going to get caught off guard, but does stay alive.
Yep. Thing Twerp here is he's getting a lot of what we call unsafe moves on shield. Like Samus's dash attack that's just, when you hit a shield, you're going to be put into a certain amount of additional lag, and dash attack has a lot of lag when you put it on someone's shield, allowing for that up B, the green tornado, to take some stocks.
Yeah, so Ball State is going to stay within a 1-stock lead. They are going to kind of lose. They had a 2-stock lead. Now they're going to only have a 1. So that is a little unfortunate for Ball State there to drop that lose a little bit of their advantage, but still in a good spot. We're going to be seeing Ball State's next player come out. But yeah, taking a stock off of that Zelda, definitely at least keeping themselves in the lead. We see just this nice replay. Gonna get caught there, and unfortunately is going to lose both stocks, but Ball State still having that 1-stock lead.
From looking in the back, it looks like we're going to be sending in Blupa. That's a pretty good pick. Plays Pit, who also has a reflector that can make Zelda worry a lot more about sending out that Knight.
Yeah, so now Ball State doing a little bit of their own counter picking, trying to just deal with this Zelda here. Who's only going to have 2 stocks. I would say Ball State, they just kind of want to just try and keep a consistent lead throughout. Don't want to let themselves be in too close of a game if you want to just keep this one comfortable, which judging by their next pick, it seems like they are going to be able to do that. Just try to keep this one, keep it close. Still have a 1-stock lead. They had a 2. I'm going to maybe try and build that lead back up a little bit.
I mean, dare me be presumptuous talking about the next game already. An interesting strategy that could be run here is next time not leading with Twerp and waiting till the Zelda is out if that's their best pick. Because as soon as that Zelda's out, Twerp could potentially sweep the rest of the team.
Yeah.
In any case, we're going to get into Blupa versus the IUND Zelda here. IUND Zelda, I'm going to have 2 stocks. Get into it.
Yeah, let's see how the Zelda can maybe play around this pit here in a bit of a tough situation as they are going to be down that stock. But it is good pick by Ball State here to send up this pit. But taking a lot of damage right now from this Zelda. So just going to have to try and figure out how they can work back around this to just try and not go down a stock here. It looks like they might, as this Zelda is just absolutely putting in the damage onto Blupa here, and is going to get that stock off real fast.
Ball State here, again, not doing the greatest job of spacing correctly around the shield, allowing that out of shield option to be very punishing.
Yeah, you're just kind of struggling on engaging. You're just getting comboed like crazy here. Takes a big hit there as well. Now going to grab and get hit by the Knight. So already back up to a pretty high percentage. Going to get some damage of their own here. And just try to get something going against this Zelda, because right now it's been looking a little tough for Bloopa here as he takes a big hit from that Knight.
Yeah. Already we're seeing what I am liking from Ball State's Bloopa here is he's playing a lot more patient, zoning with the arrows. I'd like to see maybe a little more of the reflector. I know it's scary because Zelda just ran up grab last time I tried it, but like if you space far away enough to where they can't just run up grab you, it's perfectly fine to just sit there with the reflector up.
Yeah, and now Ball State is going to be, for the first time, at a stock deficit here. Wendy having that one stock lead. So Bloopa just going to see what he can do here to try to maybe get back out of this, but just gets caught off by that Zelda, and that is going to be game. So we are going to be at the last two players for Ball State here. That Zelda's still on 2 stocks, I believe. So Ball State at a bit of a deficit, but judging on who they might send in next, they could try and work out of it. Great hit there from Zelda. Just played that one really well. Took off 2 stocks without dropping one of their own. Kill from very low percentage, honestly. Pretty crazy from Zelda. But let's see who they might send in next to try and work around this Zelda that they have kind of struggled with as of now. Kind of dropped 2 players. So let's see who they might send in next.
They got 3 options, I think.
Let's see if they're going to send in. I mean, they do have, of course, looks like that is kind of the question right now is who they may be sending in. It looks like
Goofy. I think that's the correct pick. Hopefully on Game & Watch. Actually, I can see if that's in the message chat.
Yeah, let's see.
That we don't. It depends on how the other team wants to run it, whether we reveal characters immediately.
Kind of like a gentleman's agreement type thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, we don't really know who he... Because, of course, like we said, he has those 2 main characters. But yeah, Game & Watch probably the correct one to go with here against the Zelda.
Yeah, Luigi is hard to move with in the air. He can't move in the air horizontally very quickly, so much more likely to get caught out by that Knight. In addition, Game & Watch has the reflector himself in that bucket so that he can sit there and not have to worry as much.
But the 0 to death.
Yeah.
Definitely the real reason why you would go for Luigi. the low chance of a 0 to death.
I mean, yeah, chances of getting the 0 death. It's not a matter of executing the 0 to death exactly, so much as getting the grab, which can probably be pretty difficult against Zelda, who is very good at zoning areas and stopping approaches.
Yeah, so definitely the pick is going to be Game & Watch here. So Ball State at a bit of a deficit for the first time. So we're going to see this Zelda jump off stage here. Twerp going to come in with 3 stock, not Twerp. It's going to be Bluffy coming in with 3 stocks. Going to see what he can do about this Zelda. Taking some pretty big damage right now. So just gonna see what he can do here. And like Zelda just has so much damage potential. And right now Ball State really struggling to engage on this Zelda.
Yep. Another unexpected thing, as much as I'd have to get off the couch. For next game, there's a very good chance I might have to get off to go in. But that's that. See if Goofy can bring this back. Lost 1 stock. Hopefully he's picked up some information that he can use to
maybe see if he can take some learnings against this Zelda and try to do anything. But a great down spike there, going to take out another stock. And right now, this Zelda just absolutely sort of laying into this Game & Watch here. Really struggling to work around it. Maybe might have a chance to sort of do some juggling here and just try to take at least a stock off of this Zelda. But right now, only one stock remaining. We would be going into Ball State's final player against at least 2 stock, maybe a 1 stock Zelda. And that is not really a position you want to be in. So we're seeing great ledge guarding come out as well. Let's kind of see here. I mean, 85%. Just got to see if he can maybe find a kill, at least 1 stock off of this Zelda. But right now it's been a struggle for Ball State.
And there we saw the reflector finally coming into play. Misjudges the spacing on that upbeat.
So yeah, now we are going into what would be Ball State's last player. So let's see if they can sort of deal with this Zelda here. That's kind of been the counter pick of all kinds. Do you think this might be Red 5 Yoshi playing Zelda?
No,
Or no,
I
you just
remember that they did have a Zelda. I think a little bit of a mistake. I think I was the one to play against the Zelda last time, so good chance I might have to be the one to do that again.
Yeah, that could be an interesting situation. But looking at that replay there, great play from this Zelda as of now. It's been absolutely, kind of just been absolutely dominating Ball State in this moment. Yeah, it looks like we could be seeing, if Ball State can, it looks like Sukan Sam is going to be the one to
I think this is definitely the correct pick to do. Lucario's counter is very good against Zelda ranged attacks because it will fly through the night and hit Zelda sometimes. In addition, Lucario, one pitch things is aura. The more he's down, the stronger he gets, which is very nice in a crew battle when you might most likely have to play down stocks. It gives at least a shot of sweeping back these last 8 stocks.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting thing about Lucario. So let's just see if he can, pull off a miracle sweep. 8 stocks against his 3. We'll just kind of see what he can do here. Maybe just kind of take your learnings of how you're going to deal with this Zelda next game. Already off to a very good start, doing some pretty good damage.
Alright, gotta jump in, gain combo percent, see if he can find a read here. Up. He did have the read, did not space around the knight correctly, and is going to get his combo. Another thing about Zelda Neutral B, in addition to being a reflector, it is a good combo breaker because it's quick and has some invincibility to it.
Some big damage there, but does catch the Zelda off guard there, passing that knight. Has done a pretty decent damage as of now. Goes for the engage, but is going to get punished for that slightly. Is going to see some pretty big damage here. Trying to get back onto stage, but now in a pretty tough position. Back at up to 82%. Going to just try and re-get some combo percentage against this Zelda. Gets a big hit there.
Yeah, we don't necessarily hate taking the damage that Sukan Sam has taken here, because when I said the more you're behind, yeah, that's part of what contributes to aura. But also, just generally, the more percentage you have on you, the more aura you have. That F smash is going to take out that spot dodge. And we're going to at least be 1 stock up here on our way. Hopefully we can do Lucario things. Nope. Calls out the jump in with that up smash. And now has significantly less aura.
Yeah, so does get 1 stock off of this Zelda here. And yeah, like you said, it's not the worst thing in the world to take damage on Lucario, as it does make him do more damage with that aura. Getting some big damage onto the Zelda as of now. Just kind of see if you can at least see IU Indy's next player. But now with only 2 stocks to IU Indy 7, very tough situation for Ball State regardless of kind of what happens in this game. They need to do a lot of work to try to sort of get themselves out of this deficit. Goes for the kill, but gonna have to get back up on the stage, but does get down spiked. Unfortunate.
Soup Can Sam went for the edge guard, missed it, and then didn't mix time for that recovery well enough.
So yeah, now he does have the Zelda at 94, but he's only going to have one stock. If he does manage to take out the Zelda, he's only going to have one stock, 2 IU Indy 6. So it would be the comeback of all comebacks if he manages to pull that one off. Looks like he might go have that chance. 131 on the Zelda. Just seeing if he can find that one hit he needs. Does find it there.
That is Lucario's side B, which is a command grab when it's on the ground, so it can take people out of shield, and then pretty good kill move as well. So finish that stock off here. It's going to be 1-6.
Yeah, pretty rough situation for Ball State. 1-6, kind of gonna need to. I mean, one, it's gonna be just an ultimate attempt at a comeback if he can do that. Of course, we have not seen their Joker yet, which we kind of talked about, who is one of the scarier members of the team. So it's kind of just assuming how they're gonna play around the remaining players with only one stock. Could be a tough situation.
We'll see if Soup Can Sam can make the comeback, but there's a few things that gives me hope for the second game. One, if we remember to the first game of the entire match, the only stock that Twerk lost was to him killing himself by accident. So that not happening would be nice. Give him additional stock. And now given that this game, what we've learned is who we like against the Zelda. So we can not send in people that the Zelda will probably beat. In addition, in between games here, I can go give some advice for the notes on counterplay to Zelda. Or even possibly, if the team decides it, I can be into the mix. I don't think that's completely necessary, but it is something we have option to do.
Yeah, so we're going to go in against a Little Mac.
This is, in theory, nice for us. Little Mac is, he can be scary online and in crew battles, but the thing about him is his weakness is his recovery. You send him off stage, there's a good chance you can kill him right then and there. So
I had a friend who played Little Mac, and that was always the meme. Send him off stage, and he can't recover, so that is definitely kind of the goal against a Little Mac. He just doesn't have the recovery to get himself back on stage. But, you know, he does have a very high damage potential with that punch attack right now. Of course, you can playing from an extreme deficit here. One stock,
that's a
2
jump.
3. Just find that punch kind of charging up, seeing if he can get anyone. Does get a big hit there. But Little Mac does have that punch charged up. He's going to go off stage. Yep. He can't make it. No.
I mean, honestly, not the worst risk to go for. Lil Mac, another reason he's scary is that KO punch. As soon as you see KO next to his name in picture in the bottom left there, he has access to a move that, if you're not at 0%, if you're at like around 10 or higher, that will instantly kill you.
Yeah, it is a very scary move, and that's basically kind of the thing with Little Mac is like that's kind of what you want to go for is you want to try to land that punch. I mean, as you can see there, it is
that
charged up.
No, he makes it.
Goes for it. Does not land it though. Now off stage, can he make it?
Sam playing it very safe, going to hit the ledge with that Aura Sphere. Only has to take one more.
Yeah, just can he take one more stock here and just give Ball State the chance of this 1v6 situation? At 112 can be kind of dicey, but if he plays it safe, might be able to make it work out. Takes some pretty big damage there. Gets back onto stage.
Good patience. And going to throw him off stage. Just playing patient with the Water Spear here. Nice. That should kill, and we're on. Soup Can Sam does it. the assumption is that Red 5 Yoshi on the Joker's in the back. See if he can sweep that.
Yeah, which we did say. Red 5 Yoshi is can be a pretty scary player on that Joker, so it's pretty much Soup Can Sam. I mean, if he pulls it off, might just be a Ball State legend.
He is a Ball State legend.
He's already a Ball State legend. We heart Soup Can Sam. But
if you're a Ball State fan, another thing that I think gives us hope is that, again, I think that the way we played against the Zelda in general was not the best. So even if we send in the same order, I think we could definitely do better.
Yeah. Take your learnings. Even if we don't win this game 1 and we do have to go into game 2 down 1, definitely can figure out what went wrong in that first one and try to just kind of improve and see what you can do in game 3 if you win game 2, of course. But game 1's still not over just yet. Soup Cam Sam, he does have that 1 stock to work with against Joker's 3. So can he do it? I mean,
we'll see.
I like to believe.
Plays patient enough, takes his openings correctly. Big thing we saw there, reason he lost more stocks than he probably did need to, is going off stage versus a recovery that's kind of hard to hit. And then he just did not line up the recovery correctly, or maybe he had to recover that way to get hit with that spike from Zelda. So not going for those. Oh, Pichu. This is very nice for us, I would say. Pichu has some good kill power, and Lucario's light, but Pichu is the lightest in the game, and Lucario starts off with good aura because he's down 2 stocks. So this could be exactly what we're looking for.
And Pichu, I believe how it works is he takes damage basically every time he attacks. Basically, is how it works.
If he does any electric attack, he will take damage.
Which it makes him an interesting character.
Yeah.
I don't really know why anyone. I mean, you would probably know better than me why people would choose to play Pichu.
Yeah. So Pichu's combo game is. I'm not going to say it's better than Pikachu's, but it is it's way more potent. He is a glass cannon. In addition, his grab game at kill percent is a little better. Up throw into thunder is a just true confirm if you can react to the DI. Yeah.
So there is some reasons taking a little bit of damage right now, but has done pretty good.
Soup Can Sam's doing a really good job of just letting Pichu damage himself, hitting some aura spheres. Yep. And just zoning with his special moves.
Yeah, I mean...
tries to go for the grab there. He's going to get sent off stage. Goes for the up B into him. Gets a jump read, and we're going to be on the last stock. Good aura. This is great.
This is really good for Soup Cam Sam right now at pretty high percentage.
That one be it. Good DI on that down smash. If he gets hit by any other, it could be drag down back air from Pichu. That will spinny lightning move it. That will confirm into down smash. You see it right there. Goes straight on stage. That's scary stuff. Lucario's put into a decent amount of end lag whenever he goes straight to stage. The benefit of it is you aren't on ledge.
Yeah, so let's see here.
So honestly, Aura Sphere might kill if it's well charged here. Because again, Pichu lightest in the game. No. Okay, if we're closer.
Goes for it.
That's death.
Unfortunate. Almost just pulled it off.
I mean, he almost had it. We're looking pretty all right for the next one. If they do that same order, again, there's a good chance for the second game we see the Red 5 Yoshi Joker.
Yeah.
That will make things a little bit more difficult. I'm going to take a moment to do a brief talk with the team, discuss strategy.
Well, it is just me. Hello, everyone.
And very entertaining. Enjoy his company.
hello. It is just me. So, didn't 100% expect this, but yeah, kind of a rough game for Ball State there. Just really, I mean, almost had the win percent, but just didn't really play well against that Zelda. That's kind of the best way I can describe it. Is it's just like if you are going to, you're going against a Zelda, and they just didn't really play the best that they could have. Had a lot of mistakes, like we said. They had Samus sort of accidentally own death there, which is not exactly what you want. Of course, you don't really want to own death in that situation. So I think that, given how close Ball State still was to winning game 1, even though they were down 1-6, they brought back, I think, 5 stocks, was this close, had that Pichu at 100%. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it done, but I think that does show that going into game 2 here, Ball State still had a very good chance to bring this one into a game 3. Of course, we predicted Ball State 2-0. Already our prediction's dead. But I think there's a very good chance that Ball State could send this into a game 3 here. I think they just didn't play 100% their best against that Zelda. And now we have Galuna back there giving them some insight into the game. Or about the game, kind of seeing what they can sort of do to change strat against that Zelda. Kind of figure out, of course, there is a chance that IUND, there is a chance that they change up their order, which that can make it hard to predict. Like, we don't know when that Zelda is going to come out. They might send the Zelda out first now. I mean, the Zelda absolutely demolished 3 of Ball State's players, 2 of Ball State's players, I don't 100% remember. But there's a chance they might send out that Zelda first. You never know. So I'm assuming that there is a chance that they have to go back and sort of see. Man, I just totally blanked on what I was saying. Yeah, there's a chance that Zelda could come out first, and that would put Ball State in a pretty interesting situation because then they need to get that Zelda out of the way. So there's a chance that maybe they'll start with Soup Sam, who has that Lucario, who kind of, with that Lucario, was able to take down that Zelda and seemed to be their best player against the Zelda. So maybe they start off with Soup Sam. I'm assuming they're still going to start off with Twerp. I mean, Twerp's their sweeper, but it all just kind of depends on, are we going to see that Joker come out? Are we going to see them start with Zelda this time? Because Zelda absolutely rolled. So didn't expect IUN to take a game off, but they did. So immediately puts Ball State in a bit of a rough position. I mean, worst case scenario, Galuna has to go play, and I don't really know what we do with that. But we'll figure that out. Galuna on Yoshi. I mean, I think Yoshi can. I think Galuna definitely could outplay a Zelda. He's the coach, so we'll kind of see what happens. Because, like we said, didn't really expect that situation from Ball State, but they were this close to taking game 1. I mean, Pichu was at 100%, so definitely winnable for Ball State. But yeah. I'm going to send it to a quick ad break, as it is just the Libby Baby show right now. But we're going to take a break from that, and we're going to go to a quick 30-second ad, and hopefully by the time that's over, we'll be back with some more Smash Bros. So we will see you later after that one.
You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you first hear the chirp. When you look to Frog Baby for luck and Beneficence for guidance. You're a Ball State Cardinal when you chase your dreams, present your case, and win. When the university you call home is small enough to be a community, but big enough to change the world. You know you're a Ball State Cardinal when you're one of us. We are Ball State University. We fly.
And all good. And now we have Galuna back.
Much more solidified game plan here. We don't SD. We play a little bit more patient, a little more disciplined versus the Zelda, as well as knowing who goes in. And turns out we got some news. We probably will not see Red 5 Yoshi Joker. You want to guess why?
Well, they still use his gamer tag, so I'm assuming he's not been off the team.
No. He is the captain, so that would be...
yeah, that would be unfortunate.
It'd be unfortunate if, like, a mutiny went on.
So yeah, I guess I don't really have a guess of why we wouldn't see him.
So it kind of makes sense, because the Red 5 Yoshi was the Zelda.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, that is why. The best player.
My guess is we
characters.
do not see the Joker. If it is Joker, probably will not be Red 5 Yoshis. We see the Zelda. There's no real reason for them to not want to try to hurt us hard again with the Zelda.
Yeah, so, I mean, are we going to see a change in Ball State's order against the Zelda?
Yep. So, to start off, we know the opening characters. It's going to be Green Spiral playing Mii Brawler for Ball State versus their Pichu. Yep.
Oh, okay. So,
if my guess is that Green Spiral here, if he plays this patiently and properly, can probably do pretty well.
yeah, we kind of talked about why Pichu is a bit of an interesting character. They do damage to themselves. They're very light, the lightest character in the game. Mii Brawler can be a bit of a heavy hitter, so like you said, play it patiently, play the cards right. They could do pretty well against this Pichu here. I've tried my hand at Pichu, never been able to figure it out. Right now, taking a bit of damage though.
Yep. Pichu here seems to really like his going high reads. Maybe it's a roll read. I think he's just doing it just to do it, hoping for the kill, but he really likes to rip those F smashes. There's a chance we get punished on that, but mostly what it does is allows us to recover for free if we do it smart.
Yeah, right now, Green Spiral taking a little bit of damage at 100%. I will say there's a chance that this Pichu honestly could die at 80. Very light character, as we said. Some of the ledge guarding coming out there.
Nice.
Right now, fairly well played by Green Spiral. At a bit of a tough position, 130%. Get back onto stage.
And an up smash catching the run in after that T-Jolt from Pichu. We're up one stock, 131%. This is easily kill percent from a lot of things. Finds a bear close enough to the side. A down smash that doesn't disconnect. Yep, that'll kill. As we just saw there. And we're on to fresh stocks. There's a good chance. My hope is that we win with 1 or 2 stocks. It's looking likely, based on the way things are going, that will be us up by 1.
Yeah. So ideally, would like to have 2 stocks left, but judging by the gameplay as of now, I'll say might only be up 1 stock going into this next one.
Green Spiral, he's a very smart guy. He knows how to adapt. He's playing this just... He's playing it still patient. He's been doing patient the whole time, but he's playing slightly different. He's using those nairs to clank through the T-Jolt correctly. And just making sure not to be sent into positions like off stage or being cornered where he can take damage. Almost gets that shot put.
That honestly might have killed.
It would have killed.
Yeah, it would have killed. So unfortunate there. Has taken a little bit more damage from this Pichu. This Pichu at very high
back
percentage.
air, and the Pichu was DI'd correctly. Directional influence. You can kind of influence the angle that you're knocked back to survive longer. The Pichu DI'd correctly, but didn't hold it for long enough, so he ends up dying there. Yeah. And now maybe I was wrong, and we might see ourselves up 2 stocks. Is this an SD? Nope. Green Spiral's continuing to be disciplined, holding center stage. Let the Pichu damage itself out with those T-Jolts if he wants.
Yeah, doing pretty even on percentage right now, but of course, Green Spiral is up a stock, and the more that this Pichu tries to attack, the more they just kind of put themselves into kill range.
Okay. Man just finds his way back. We'll get off ledge. A little bit risky there because that feint jump, EK's down B where he does the low flip there. If you do the attack, there's a lot of end lag to it. You can choose to do the attack or not do the attack. That down smash on shield is going to be unsafe, allowing for brief punish. Luckily, this Pichu seems scared, a little playing... Okay, I was going to say going for F tilt punishes instead that down smash, which would have killed like 2 interactions ago. But hopefully Green Spiral here can just finish it off. That Nair almost killed, which is so funny.
And just to get back onto stage, but this Pichu, pretty much any hit away from death.
Yep, and okay.
Gets back onto stage. Just looking for that one big hit
Just
onto this
not
Pichu.
Holding shield long enough. That's going to be a smash attack, and we're up. The Pichu. A big theme we've been seeing through this entire crew battle is when do I go off stage to find kills? So far, most of the time, it has not been working out between the Twerp SD, the Soup Game Spiked, this Pichu here. That was borderline of killing himself because of the awkward position he put himself in, he's not used to using his recovery enough to be able to grab the ledge safely and is put on stage with enough end lag to be punished by the up smash.
Yeah. A lot of intricacies in Smash Ultimate, as you saw one there. Just kind of got caught off guard by the up, and that is going to put Ball State up 1 in the stocks. Green Spiral going to go to the next game with 1 stock remaining.
There's a very good chance we see the Zelda here. Zelda can do a decent job at zoning Zelda out. Zelda can do a good job at zoning Zelda out, but an even better job of zoning Mii Brawler out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Zelda be Zelda.
The things we're going to look for here, if it's Mii Brawler into the Zelda, is okay, it's King K. Rool. I like the odds here. Most King K. Rools will play more defensively, which Green Spiral is very good at playing the patient game. He will wait that out. He'll get his grabs when needed. This is hopefully going to be like 1 or 2 additional stocks of bonus here. Yeah, you see here he's just playing the patient game, shielding on platform. Tried to get a command grab in there. Just messes up the spacing. Notes his parry, timings for the crown. This looking nice.
Yeah, what we've kind of talked about with a King K. Rool, with a lot. He's not slow, but he's big.
He's kind of slow.
He's fairly slow, but he's a big boy. Big hitbox.
Okay, finally getting damage. Knows that he's going to probably shield on that platform, uses the command grab, that suplex, it will go through shield and still get the punish. Does good damage too, it's around like 22 to 20%.
Ooh, a little bit of a scary moment there. Gonna maybe try and go down for that hit. Not gonna get it this time.
This K. Rool is not playing the most disciplined, which is in theory good for us, but a little scary. He's more than fine to just be ripping smash attacks like nobody's business.
He's just kind of just going for it all, basically. Seeing if he can just find that hit. He does find a big one there onto Green Spiral. Now in a pretty tough situation percentage-wise.
That's unfortunate. Slightly misses the timing on that side special, and it's going to be even game.
Yeah, and we're going to see King K versus Ball State's next player. 3 stocks, so yeah, even game in the stocks. Basically 3-on-3. 3 players remaining for both teams. Yeah, we're going to look at a replay here. There's going to be that moment.
So, it's So, by the looks of it, we're sending in Boofy. I definitely don't hate this. Again, that bucket, Game & Watch's reflector, it's funny because you would think a reflector, the projectile comes at you, it sends right back. Funnily enough, no, the crown will still go through, but it will become Game & Watch's projectile. So it will still go through, come back, and then just hit the cable.
That's kind of funny. That's pretty funny, actually.
So, and then it can also reflect the cannonball, but typically, we'll see if the K-Roll opts to even use that against a Game & Watch.
Yeah, gonna get hit by your own crown.
Yep. Another thing is, like, all these moves are pretty much all what we call unsafe on shield. Game & Watch has the best out of shield option in the game in his up B. It's super huge, super quick, leads into it combos, and then at high percents it will send decently far out so that you can just continue advantage state. Okay, we're going to Link. So that's an interesting pick. So unexpected. It can work for sure. It's just a matter of can you out damage. You gotta play around that reflector. Play around the crown armor.
So not one of Boovy's usual mains. Usually we see them on.
He does go this in offline tournaments sometimes. It's working out okay so far. K-Rool, I think, has like more favorable kill power than Toon Link does here. So that's the scary thing. If you're already behind and you gotta do more damage than he's doing to you to get a kill, that is just scary stuff.
Yeah, King K-Rool.
That might be death. Okay. He gets greedy, goes for F smash instead of the up tilt. The up tilt might have killed there.
Yeah, King K has a lot of kill percentage, a lot of very high damage moves, such as the life of playing a heavier character. And right now we're kind of seeing that. I mean, taking a lot of damage is this Toon Link here.
Yep. Find some damage here with Boomerang forward air. Quick conversion. Toon Link is very good at converting off of his projectiles. Out of all the links, he is the best at that.
And there's a lot of links.
Whole 3 of them.
Whole 3 links.
Okay, we're now to even percents. He's on a platform that could be good for us. Nope. Manages to get off, so we're going to go back to the zoning game. Oh, dash attack. Rips a panic up B, but it works.
Back in a percentage advantage, goes for that engage, gets a little bit of damage with that boomerang. Gets hit by the crown though, goes for that cannon, but not going to get caught off. Not going to hit it this time. Goes for the bomb as well. Almost gets hit by the crown, but does manage to dodge, but gets caught off.
For there, this is not the worst spot to be in. I think the thing we're really hoping for is he needs, maybe not needs, because we got both our sweepers still in the bag. In Soup Can Sam and Twerp, but we really would really like him to get at least 2 here. That back throw is going to do it. That is a kill throw.
Yeah, so now even on stocks once again, and did not take too much damage. Was at 27%, but of course the caster curse lives on and immediately takes very big damage.
Finds the punish. It's going to set up a ledge trap here. Forward toss bomb. Maybe looking for a jump. And up smash. So, yep, again, we really want to take at least this next stock. It's going to get sent off stage. Hopefully doesn't die.
Managed to get back on stage. Takes pretty big
Throwing
damage.
projectiles out here to cover himself. Good job using that tether recovery. We'd really like to see some, that's not good. What I was going to say is we'd maybe like to see a little adaptation in the sense of, it's all comfortable, you have a ton of projectiles, they're all really good, so it's naturally to want to fall back and just zone with those, even when in the corner. But,
what do they do in the moment of a connection error? I guess
I think that potentially, based on what I'm hearing, I think that was our production person's connection error, and they might still be playing. So
match still going. Unfortunately, when it comes to Smash, nothing you can really do about that, I think. I don't think you can rejoin the game.
What's that thing? Do we have a travel mic or
I mean,
like that?
yeah, but then the viewers cannot look at it.
I mean, like, they'd probably still... Okay, seems based on our signal here that it's 1 stock to 1 stock.
One stock to one
so
stock.
that's what we want. We at least got through 2. I think our people in the back are good enough to be able to get through...
he doesn't just...
to make up the deficit, but that's assuming he just doesn't win.
He doesn't just observe. He also is a R scorecard holder now. I'm assuming he did not win.
No.
Judging by that reaction, unfortunately.
Yeah. My guess it was a down smash at ledge. That's armored. It covers a lot of options.
Yeah. Unfortunate. We do have a replay from a time when we were still in game.
Yep.
So yeah, this King K is on 1 stock.
So yeah, as I was saying here, just wanting to try to be comfortable zoning the corner, but that's not the greatest option when K-Rool has that crown that can go through your projectiles and still hit you.
Yeah, so
I mean, it's what it is. Maybe that's notes for hopefully a game 3.
yeah, we'll definitely hope for game 3. It looks like Twerp is going to be the one
Yeah.
going in next.
I think this great. Still think it's pretty fine for us. The track record for Pedro against K-Rool is really good if he doesn't commit too much to his what we call A buttons. Their special is, and then there's every other move. Specials are done typically with the B button, and then every other move can be done with the A button. So the A buttons are going to be most of Twerp's up close and combat punching, kicking options, whereas the specials are the projectiles.
Yeah.
Although there is one exception in when there's a few characters that have what's called a Zaire. I'm not sure what the Z stands for. In Smash Brothers, we tend to abbreviate things because we're lazy like that.
Yeah.
There's aerials. We have like the forward aerial that we abbreviate to fair, and then the neutral aerial that we abbreviate to nair. Yeah. And then there's Zaire, which like the reason we call it that is because it's done with the grab button. It's basically doing a grab in the air and it'll send usually like some kind of rope over to poke the opponent. And most of them can also be used to grab the ledge.
So, yeah, that could be
So, it'd be nice to... So, I don't know, looks like we're getting started here.
Could that be a reference to, like, could that be a reference to like, the GameCube controller? Zaire?
Yeah,
That's probably what it
the
is.
grab button on GameCube with Z.
Yeah. So, Z Air.
Yep.
Rose
Waves
really flying
goodbye
away.
to the K-Rool stocks as he flies away. Tweety bird, Tweety crocodile, and we're going to get into the game. In theory, this Twerp doesn't even need to lose a stock here. He just plays his game, zones correctly. Yep, finds that charge shot, tries to combo into the forward tilt.
It's taking, honestly, doing really good here against this King K. As of now, it does take some damage, but gets another really good hit to bring this King K already up to 70. Of course, only on 1 stock.
So far, most of the damage he's taking, and the thing to maybe look out for a bit, is K-Rool's neutral air, which is where he just puffs out his belly there in the air.
King K, a very fun character, definitely. Does get a hit onto Twerp there.
Managed to get over that. When he does the cannon, it's a good option, but it has a lot of end lag, so if you can get over it, you can punish it, as we see with that back air. The bomb's going combo into the neutral air. We might see death here. Yep. As I said earlier, the thing Samus excels at very hard is this ledge trapping. That mini bomb covers a lot of timings, combos into the charge shot.
There we go.
Jab kill, never be foreseen.
222%.
So Fun fact about both of the Samuses, well, I guess 2 out of the 3 Samuses jab, because there's 0 suit Samus, is that it's not a true combo to do jab 1 into jab 2. As in, like, you can act in between the jabs with, like, a shield or a roll.
Yeah, so now...
So, seeing a jab 1 into 2 is funny enough. Seeing it kill is also very funny if you're very into Smash Bros.
So,
Just well played overall.
So now we are even in stocks at 6-6. So Ball State keeping themselves in it, definitely. Wanting that game 3 for sure. I think they could very well pull it off. Looks like, of course, it's going to be Twerp next, as he just played. And didn't die. So it's going to be history stocks against whoever they send in next.
They got 6 players. We could see a mix-up. I don't see any way we don't see Red 5 Yoshi on either the Zoda or the Joker. And then we'll see if they continue to keep the Incineroar. Well, actually, that Incineroar might have been the K rule. So we just don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. We have no idea who is who. But I would assume we're going to see that Red 5 Yoshi soon. He's got the headphones on. Looks like he's probably getting ready to go into the next game here.
As soon as we see the thumbs up in the background, that's probably our sign that
Yeah.
we're entering.
Yeah, well, we will see. I'm assuming it will be pretty soon here.
He's smiling, got the headphones in. Hopefully not too relaxed, but
Yeah.
I think he's probably locked in.
Yeah.
Get us our dub.
We would hope.
Or at least half our dub.
Yeah, at least hope to send us into a game 3. That's the goal right now, is to at least just get into a game 3 here. It's going to be against
Villager.
Villager.
This is a pretty good counter pick. Villager can set up a number of things that can block Charge Shot. His down special is a tree that you have to water and then it'll grow. That can block Charge Shot. His rocket that you'll see him use eventually can block Charge Shot. Or he could even take Charge Shot to use for himself later using his neutral special.
Yeah. Villager, a very interesting character for sure. Already at 100% here, so great start to the game for Twerp. Goes for that combo, but does not land at this time. Getting a few good hits, and is going to get the kill.
We talked about that jab. Again, it's not true, which is why you didn't see him go for the second part of jab. Instead, went for that mix-up to get the kill. Yep, there's a tree. Again, our just bread and butter combos down. Already at 62 lapped percent. Good spot. He predicted that air dodge, just didn't get the correct punish.
Back up to 70% here, this Villager. Gets a nice hit there, gonna bring him up to 85.
The thing we're probably going to worry about here soon, the next time Twerp is sent off stage, is Villager's forward smash. It's actually a bowling ball that he can send down that will just fall all the way down to the bottom. And is very strong, so...
Just gonna go entirely to the other side of the stage. Oh!
Luckily, no shield break.
Tries to maybe predict a kill there. This Villager at very high percentage, very close to
Finds
death. Looks
the grab.
like that's gonna be it.
Kill throw. Twerp is on a roll here, just playing as he needs to play. Here, we said we didn't want A moves against the K rule, but here we do. Because, as I said, Villager has a lot of ways around the special moves, aka those projectiles. So he's mixing in all these close-ranged attacks to get his damage instead. And then he mixes it in with the charge shot when it's not expected.
Yeah, Twerp is going to lose his stock there. A bit of a tough spot, but this Villager already back up 260 and goes for the kill out of 77%.
That's a jump read right there.
And now Ball State
And then,
going to be in a 2-stock lead.
yep. And the good thing, there's a number of reasons why that kill. One, Samus Scare is just a strong move. Two, Villager's not the heaviest character in the world. He might be medium weight. I think he's on the lighter side. And then three, most importantly, is the stage. Is Town and City. The blast zones, aka if you get hit into the blast zones, that's when you die. The the blast zones on the side are very close to the stage compared to other stages. So that is the main reason we saw like a kill at 70, 60, whatever that was.
Yeah, very interesting, the difference in maps. You see that one kill come out from this villager.
Looking nice for us here. We got 5 stocks into the... I'm assuming either Zelda or Joker.
Yeah, so
We can potentially see the Joker for sure, just falling back on old reliable.
I mean, I feel like that is kind of the strat that you might want to do in the situation where you have to clutch, is like to go with old reliable.
But
You know?
on the other hand, Zelda pretty much swept most of our team, including the Samus last week.
Yeah,
So it is going to be the Zelda. It's a good pick. I gave some notes mainly to Twerp in between sets here. Well, I meant games. Main thing is it's just going to be spacing around that shield better. Yep. And the way he's choosing to space around the shield better is with grab. Grab does beat shield, in fact.
Yeah. So already off to a much better start against this Zelda than he was last time. Yet to take any damage, and has this Zelda up at 86%. Finally is going to take a hit, but finds a nice one there to set him off the stage.
Zelda here. Flaw of a lot of Zelda players is they will overly rely on Knight and neutral beat, aka that crystal. When Knight, that was just a bad spot to do Knight, allowing Twerp to get a back air off and get the kill eventually.
Yeah, so now,
As we saw there, just jump over, get the back air.
pretty equal on percentage and on stock as of now. Gets a nice hit to bring him up to 62. Gonna take some damage from the Zelda there as they go for Knight. Not gonna land it this time.
So, as we talked about, Zelda has that reflector in that crystal move. So that's why Twerp is being very smart here and opting to go for smaller charge shots, never really charging it up, just using the combo potential of that projectile.
That's some pretty big hits there. Got him up at 120%. That's a pretty big hit to go off stage.
Just don't die to this. Waits out the Knight perfectly. Zelda going for a jump read there. That might have also caught neutral get up, but Twerp just reacting, doing the roll, and now Samus is in her favorite position, but gets greedy trying to read a neutral gap and gets punished for her laggy grab.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Is going to drop a stock, but the Zelda is at 133, not 148.
But Twerp saying, oh, you hit me with your up BO shield last game. How do you like it? So Zelda's up BO shield, actually not the greatest thing. It's just a thing she can do, but Samus's up BO shield, stupendous. That thing quick, does decent damage. And that's really what you want on the nav shield option. We see it just there.
That grab attack, absolutely brutal on this Samus, just doing so much damage.
Yep. Samus just not allowing Zelda to zone the way she wants. Applying the notes very well.
It's taking a little bit of damage here. The Zelda has a pretty big percentage lead as of now.
Yep. Zelda trying to recover high. Twerp's just waiting for you to drift in and then lands that back air. It's going back throw. Not quite kill. Samus pretty heavy. And I think the biggest flaw I'm seeing out of this Zelda, let's frickin' go Twerp, is just that wanting to go off stage for edge guards you probably, AK killing off stage, that it's not very likely. I think chances are we run the same strategy here. Hopefully secure a game 3 after that. Many errors for game 1.
Yeah.
Real quickly.
So yeah, I mean, now it is a 1-1. 1-1 for both teams. Of course, Galuna going to go and give them some insight about what they did and, you know, how this was an improvement. And now it's going to be 1-1 overall. So not too bad, really, from Ball State there. I mean, we didn't even see their last player. Really worked around that Zelda much better. I thought I thought the fact that IU Indy changed it up that much was interesting, given the fact of how much they dominated in Game 1. Just when that Zelda swept through 2 of their players, they saved it for last, and then they really change it up. And I mean, they probably did that assuming Ball State was going to make some modifications. And they did. They switched up. They added Toon Link. We put in Green Spiral instead. But just the fact that they changed it up that much when you absolutely destroyed Game 1, I found that interesting. So now we are heading into Game 3. Of course, this is the playoffs, so I believe the loser now will basically just be done. And the winner will advance and continue to try to fight for that ECAC championship. But yeah, Ball State managing to tie it up. I think Toon Link into King K, not the greatest idea. I mean, I feel like Game & Watch would have just been better. That's just like when you play Game & Watch, I feel like having Game & Watch go into that King K was definitely the play there. But I mean, hey, the Toon Link didn't go too bad for them. They still managed to get 2 stocks off that King K. So Ball State looked like they were keeping it pretty close there, but by the end, once they got Torp in there, went pretty well. They had their 2 sweepers in the back, and yeah, it worked out for them. They had 1 entire player left, and yeah, now they are up to 1-1. Going to go into Game 3. Given how Ball State played in that Game 2, I think we could very well see them take this 2-1. Of course, Galuna pregame was very confident that they were going to win this one. I mean, they beat this team before, and they just kind of had a rough Game 1. They made some mistakes, but they fixed it up. We're going to send you to another commercial as we wait to get into Game 3 here. So yeah, we will see you after that commercial. Don't go anywhere. We have more Smash Bros. Coming up.
The quest for knowledge and a greater understanding is a lifelong pursuit. An ascent towards a fulfilling career and a meaningful life. As Ball State Cardinals, we learned early on that it's our responsibility to prepare and to prepare you for anything. Beneficence stands tall as a symbol of enduring values that have sustained us for more than a century. Forged during a turbulent time, the Great Depression, and from the contributions of more than 11,000 people, beneficence inspires us. What we know about adversity is that we do not choose the time, but we do choose the response with grit, creativity, and dedication. Where tradition meets innovation, we form an enduring partnership, a formidable alliance with a deep desire to learn, to teach, to grow, to thrive, to fly. The values.
And we are back.
Well, back here, we're going into Game 3. Last time we improved our game plan significantly. I went back, gave even more notes as we needed. I'm feeling a bit nervous here. Mother Animal, it's time for baby to either sink. It's time to fly or fall, sink or swim. Getting in here, starting off this time with Boofy's Tink. The big thing here is this is a matchup unlike the K rule where you can just zone out. It's hard. Terry's that crack shoot can clank through the thing where he kind of spins and kicks with his legs. Can go through projectiles. As well as that roll through is posing a bit of a problem, so you can't just... They gotta be far enough away to where, yeah, they still get hit by the projectile even if they're moving.
Yes,
and once Terry hits 100%, he gets his comeback mechanic called Go Meter, where he gets access to 2 huge moves. Ooh boy, we got a spike 2-frame here, and we're going to be up a stock. Don't even have to worry about the Go Meter. Even better.
Great stuff from Boofy there to take that one stock off of IU Indy. At 105, still in a pretty good position. Does take a pretty big hit there, going up to 120%.
It's a auto turnaround. So there's a few things going on there. The biggest thing is all the FGC fighting game characters have what's called auto turnaround, meaning you'll always be facing towards the opponent. So there's really no use in trying to roll through them. Because any character besides those four would have missed that up smash that killed Boofy there. And now that he's at 100, we can discuss Go Meter a little bit. Again, there's two moves. One that's kind of a huge dash forward that will kind of grab him and do a bunch of percent. And the other one's a huge geyser he can do.
Yeah, I've always found these characters very interesting, because they are taken from other fighting games. And it's made them very different from a lot of the characters in Smash, which are primarily Nintendo characters adapted towards a fighting game.
Yep. There we saw one of the moves I was talking about. Boofy doing a good job of just like zoning him out, finds the bomb into up air. This is going excellently. There's a potential we even end with 2 stocks. See how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, only at 85%, not bad for a Team Link, but could have a chance to lose a stock here, but obviously the goal is to go in with as much stocks as you possibly can, landing that bomb. Great usage of projectiles as of now, but up to 93%, so a little bit sketchy for this Toon Link. Does miss both bombs, but some nice hits with that sword there. Goes for that engage. Bomb stuck on them, has to throw it away.
We're just air striking. That's what we're doing, and until he adapts, there's no reason not to.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
like
much.
technically, you could jump through and hit with an aerial, like from the side, like read that he's going to be doing the thing he's doing over and over. But this Terra just isn't doing that, and if we're just getting 3%, we'll just take it. What we're adapting here is sending our own projectiles. I don't think Terry is going to out-projectile too much.
Yeah, no. It's hard
Sends
to...
it to the bomb. Finds the jump read with the up air, though I think he was just trying to hit normally. Luckily, that up air does last a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to out-projectile a Link anytime soon.
Yeah. And we see, yep. We saw both of the command moves there that Terra gets access to, so he's going to have to be a little more careful jumping here because that power geyser might hit him.
Yeah. Sending in that bomb, just kind of going for that kill. Very high percentage as of now. Up to 52, and it is going to find the up
air.
spike. Up air. Great stuff from Boofy.
Let's frickin' go.
Going to go in with a 2-stock lead here. So, very well played from Ball State.
Yeah. A 2-stock on one of our not sweepers is very nice for us.
Yeah.
The question is, like, it doesn't matter if he can't take one more stock, but like having 2 stocks to do it is great.
Yeah.
If he can take one more stock, he's more than done his job. We'll see what happens here. My guess is K rule, but we don't know if their K rule was this Terry.
Yeah. So, right now, Ball State in a pretty good position, honestly. Like you said, having 2 stocks. Having 2 stocks from one of your non-sweepers is great. So it's going to be really good going into game 2 and just seeing if they can just continue to at least get a stock or 2 off of this next player from IU Indy, whoever it's going to be.
As we said at the beginning of the stream, Boofy is our counter picker. Yeah. He plays a decent amount of characters decently well. Not as good on any one of them as a character specialist is on their own individual character, but okay, we're going to go Incineroar. This makes good sense. He can use his counter to get stronger by countering all these projectiles, so this might force Boofy here to play a little bit more of a melee game.
Yeah, still trying to go for some of those projectiles, but not really landing any of them. Might have to favor that sword a little more. Goes for that bomb. Just not going to be able to hit it. Does get some hits with the boomerang. Rushes in with that sword. Getting this Incineroar up to 52%, but 41% in their own right. So fairly even here, but some great combo damage there to get Incineroar up to 83, now 90.
That was a good read. This Incineroar is not doing very disciplined recoveries, always going high. If he does that up B, the kind of 1-2 angled looking thing, where he dives and causes a huge explosion, that has a lot of end lag, so Boofy can get about whatever punish he wants.
Yeah, goes for that bomb off stage,
Yep.
tries to find it in
As
there,
said,
just as you said. Wonder why he's the coach.
Yeah, beats me. Wait. He's going to continue just playing well disciplined. He's mixing up his bomb timings or just doing it as a whiff punish. You see that side B where the Incineroar tries to do, which is kind of a clothesline. That has enough end lag to punish with your projectiles. That's unfortunate. I think that would have killed with or without the revenge, aka the power up Incineroar gets from that counter. You'll know that Incineroar is powered up by he'll have a bunch of flames all over his body.
Fairly decent damage on this Incineroar right now, but only one stock left.
Okay, cool.
I mean, hey, as much damage as you can right now. I mean, just absolutely laying it in on him. 97%, now 100, now 111. Dodging around there, might go for an engage here, but does finally take some damage on this stock. Still only 16.
Yep. We see, for a brief moment there, you saw Incineroar powered up with that revenge. What that does is basically his next move will be even more damage and knockback. And you can get rid of his revenge by grabbing him.
Yeah, so right now, I'll say in a very good position. I mean, Bluefy just absolutely rolling through him right now. I mean, just doing more than enough, 62%. As of now, it might even look like he could go into the next game with one stock here. I mean, this Incineroar just not really playing around this Toon Link very well. Has been taking a lot of damage from these projectiles.
Yeah. He's just... Most people, when they play this game, and it makes sense because it's so fun to hit buttons, they just kind of hit buttons that they think are good and don't really think why they're hitting it or what the opponent is doing. And I think that's what we saw throughout the entire game from the Incineroar.
Yeah. Just was kind of hitting buttons, hoping that it would work out. But now, yeah, just 2 players left on IU Indy. So all of us, I mean, this game really flipped in Ball State's favor pretty fast. I mean, game 1 kind of looked a little tough there. I mean, IU Indy pretty dominant with that Zelda. Right now, it's not looking like Ball State has any chance of stopping. Of course, we still haven't seen that Zelda.
Yeah.
But 4 stocks.
This is very nice. Taking 6 stocks on our first person who's not a speaker. It's on our counter picker.
Yeah.
The way you run counter pickers is oftentimes it's just like, okay, go take out that one character. Given here, we ran the Toon Link. We didn't really run Boofy as a counter picker. We just ran him as a normal go take stocks player with the Toon Link. But generally speaking, when you have a counter picker, you expect them to get counter picked back.
Yeah.
Pretty hard, and luckily, it's going to be the Zelda. This is probably who that maybe should have played first. If we even get 1 stock here, this is probably a Ball State dub for the entire game.
Yeah. Just
Like,
need that
entire set. But we'll see what happens. As we said, Zelda has a lot of answers to projectiles.
Yeah, I mean, in general, very interesting character. I mean, Zelda v Link, haha, very funny. But yeah, Zelda is an interesting character. I don't have a lot of experience playing Zelda, or really playing against Zelda. I don't really know anyone that plays Zelda. But yeah, very interesting character with that knight and just all the options that she has for projectiles. She can be very interesting to play around because of that.
What Boofy is doing so much better at is just I'm not even going to go into the range of Knight. I'm either going to be way far away on the other side of the stage, tossing all my projectiles, or I'm going to be in the air, dropping airstrikes.
Yeah, and right now, it's working out really well for me. Just knowing how to play around a character and getting that stock off, like you said.
That's an insanely very good thing that catches a lot of low, intermediate, and beginner players. You drop the bomb at the ledge, and then that will be, oh, the bomb's hitting the ledge. I don't want to do any get up from ledge options that will be near ledge, so they roll. And then that's how Boofy got that kill, but he unluckily got caught by that side B, but he did his job more than his job. We're very happy to be in the spot we're in.
Yeah, I mean, the Zelda only has 2 stocks remaining, 5 stocks in total for IUND. Still 3 players left to play for Ball State. So,
one moment, I'm going to be sending a message to the team.
Yeah, this is a very good position for Ball State to be in right now. I mean, just a huge stock lead. They don't really need, they don't need to do anything too crazy here. They don't even have, like you just said, I mean, that wasn't even their sweeper. That was one of their counterpick players. And this has put Ball State in a really good position just to take this series here, go up 2-1. And yeah, it looks like they are going to be sitting in Twerp, who is probably going to be playing that Samus. That's kind of what we've seen on entirely. So that's the sweeper coming in against this Zelda. And we saw how well Twerp played against that Zelda last time. So yeah, Ball State just in a very good position to win this one.
Both of the... Yeah, it's just a matter of playing around the startup of that night. Whether you do it with like low charge shots, or whether you do it with the Zaire that we talked about, that little rope attack in the air that looks like the grab, because it's done with the grab while you're in the air. Or you just grab in general to beat out the startup of Knight or a shield.
And it looks like they're actually going to send in Soup Can Sam, not Twerp. So without Lucario.
Honestly, it's not even like the worst play, because the Zelda is their best answer to Pedro. So if you take out the... Pedro is Twerp, by the way.
Yeah.
Twerp, if you take out their best answer to Twerp, they don't have as much resources to be able to deal with Twerp. So this is not a bad strategy at all.
Yeah, just seeing. And I mean, Soup Can Sam played pretty well against the Zelda last time.
And even then, Soup Can Sam is pretty much on the same level as Twerp in terms of what he does against at least this team for us. He's more than capable of taking out a number of stocks.
Yeah, so here we have it. Zelda against Lucario.
The downside is here that he is going to have pretty much negative aura to start off because he is up.
Yeah.
So, again, for those who don't know, aura is the mechanic Lucario has where the more percentage he has, or the more he's behind on stocks, the more damage and knockback he does.
Yeah, so we're not talking about how cool he is or anything with his negative aura. We're talking about the in-game mechanic. Because if you've ever played Pokemon, you know how Lucario works.
I would argue Lucario has both. He's just a cool guy.
Yeah, I mean, Lucario is a really cool Pokemon.
And not a character you see often at all. That should be a decent punish. Yeah, unfortunately with Lucario at low percents, there's not too much you can get there.
Yeah, I always thought it's very interesting how he works. You know, higher percentage, the more damage he can do. I like characters with those little intricate things like that. And right now, doing pretty good damage on the Zelda.
Something you're going to see very often throughout this, and you already saw it and I didn't mention, is the other gimmick that Lucario has is his Aura Spear. Unlike pretty much every other charged projectile, when he's charging it, that's actually a move while he's charging it that he can hit people with and combo into other moves. Or just pressure people's shields. I'll try to point it out if we see it.
Does get a stock off of this Zelda here, and now just looking to see if we can continue it.
Not terrible aura, up a decent bit, getting our percentage. That Zelda off stage against Lucario, that was not a bad idea, just mistimed. This looking very good.
I got the Zelda at 37%. He's up 170, still has 3 stocks. I mean, Ball State is really in a good position in this one right now.
So far, yep, we saw it there.
is, yeah.
Yep, the charge. He went for the thing. Up throw, up special, that extreme speed where he zips. At the end of the move, there is actually a hitbox that can damage and hurt the opponent. It is maybe at some very rare percentages is up throw, up special a combo, but you know, he's up a bit. It's just like, why not go for it?
Yeah, I mean, I might as well see what you can do. And now, 2 stocks to this Zelda's 1 and 108%. So, Ball State still in a very good position here.
Yeah.
Goes for that move there. Got him at 130. Maybe goes for an offstage kill, but just can't land it.
We're starting to see the Zelda get desperate again, and that's when we got our stocks last game, with the just trying to get these down airs. As well as we saw Zelda get a grab, do down throw, and that true combos into other aerials that are not down air, but for some reason he did a down air. It was either he got nervous and is just trying stuff, or he misinputted. Either way, just shows that we are in their heads and it's going well. Finds that side B command put and gets through the shield, and that's going to be... That almost just seals the deal for us, I would say.
Yeah, just 1 player left for IU Indy compared to we have 2 stocks for Subcan Sam left, and then the last player, which is probably going to be Twerp for Ball State. So if Subcan Sam can just get 1 off here, I mean, he's basically done his job.
Yeah. I believe Subcan Sam lost a stock, correct?
Yeah, he did.
That does mean he starts with more aura.
He does. He starts with even more aura.
I mean,
So-
like, technically you start at, I think, 0. But yeah, he gets to have some off rep. So it's just looking really good if you're a Ball State fan, and not as great if you're a IU Indy fan.
Is Lucario the only person ever to gain aura from losing?
Uh,
I mean, yes.
I mean, I think it depends on the way you lose. There's some ballers out there that will like, I'll clip you even if I die and lose the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair
So
enough.
I get to take the clip and make you look stupid on my Twitter.
Boom. So, not the first person in history, but
he might be the GOAT of
Yeah.
winning when losing, though.
yeah,
Maybe.
probably. Honestly,
Though,
Rosalina. Shout out Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Okay. This is an interesting one. The things we're going to look here is that Rosalina has good answers to the projectile, both in that Luma can just plain out block it and take the damage for Rosa. And also, as we saw there, Rosalina has a move called Gravity Pull that just absorbs the projectile and makes it useless. Well, not useless in a 1v1. Fun fact, when she's absorbing the projectile, we'll see if that even happens. It's still active and can hit other people if you're doing like a free-for-all or doubles.
That's kind of fun. Yeah, doing really good damage to this Rosalina right now. Like we just talked about, that aura advantage that he has right now. I mean, down to stock immediately starts with aura. Makes Lucario actually a really good character for free battles, honestly.
He's like,
Whoa.
that side special, the force palm as we call it, it's very good. If you land it on the ground, it's a grab within the first 2 frames. It'll go through shield, and it's very powerful. If it's in the air or if it's not within the first few frames, you'll just have that little shockwave you see just there.
Yeah. Once again, just kind of doing really good damage to this Rosalina at 90%. But, like we said, the more he's losing by, the more powerful he
Yes,
gets.
this is definitely a very beginner Rosalina Luma. Up smash is a very good move, that move where she just, like, flicks her head up in air. up, but it is not the safest thing, and something you should be throwing out strategically. It worked there, though.
Yeah, and honestly, I
And there again, we're seeing that gimmick I talked about of the charging of the aura sphere being a move.
I actually didn't notice how much Ball State was truly up by. I forgot that we had 3 total players left, so yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
were
clean.
they were in an even better position than I thought they were. So
That's right. Big thing is I really appreciate the team because they're very good of, if I give them notes, they're fine to execute them.
I mean, yeah, it's noticeable. I mean, after game 1, you went back there, and that's going to be the win for Ball State. You went back there, you gave them notes, and they immediately sort of put those into practice. And pretty much since that, they just kind of looked unstoppable. And yeah, that's going to be a Ball State 2-1 win, which I definitely 100% had predicted from the beginning. 2-1, that's what it says. I 100% predicted that before stream. Going at me.
I mean, it was a smart prediction that I totally did not mess up on as well.
Hey, it happens. I mean, listen, I always predict a Ball State sweep because usually when I don't predict a sweep, they sweep. And so I've just always predicted a sweep.
Believe
no matter
in
what.
the bird.
Gotta believe in the bird. I pretty much always will predict a Ball State sweep. So that's going to be 2-1, like we said, for Ball State. They're going to advance in the playoffs. So it's already been a really good day for them. I mean, after a rough game 1, they really brought it back. And we are going to have highlights as well of the game. So it was a pretty good game from Ball State. I mean, besides that game 1, which we're watching here, they just kind of had a really rough game 1. I mean, game 1 was kind of just the worst part of their day. Everything else went really well for them. And it all worked out. So it's been a great game from them. And yeah, I mean, they are playing. They've been playing really well in the ECAC playoffs. They're going to advance on in the brackets. And just continue to try to fight for this championship in Division D. Look at some of the amazing highlights.
I mean, while it's more stressful for me and the team probably didn't like it very much, it did make for an interesting story here.
Yeah.
So I hope you all at home enjoyed.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like we've had this happen a few times where the coach, casting as the coach, I feel like has to be very stressful because you are watching your team. And if I know,
I've seen, it's like you see an error that you've covered before in practice. Like, no, I gotta work on that another week.
I remember we would have like Seno up here, and the league team would mess up on something, and he would just be like, I guess I have to write that down. We have to talk about that post game. So I think we are going to actually be interviewing Soup Can Sam here, which is who I wanted us to interview. So that was my interview pick, and we are going to be interviewing him after this very amazing highlight reel. Yeah, once this comes to an end, we will be joined by the one and only Mr. Campbell himself. Yeah. Okay, we're back. I guess you're the coach. I'll let you ask the first question.
Yeah, no more soup cans. It's soup cans. Cam.
True. Wait, so
yeah.
true. I'm crazy.
So team, a little bit of a hurdled start, and then you're just like, oh frick. I gotta go take 8.
Yeah.
What's your feelings there when you're going in?
Yeah. One thing. Okay. So Lucario is not a character I think a lot of people deal with on the day-to-day. So one thing, especially a lot of people in a competitive environment do, is they'll get very defensive. They'll get very they'll shield a lot. They will back away a lot. They'll throw projectiles out a lot, especially like when Lucario has like aura and a lot of things. I think in a lot of people's heads, the last thing you want to do is get like, for example, reverse 3-0'd or getting killed at 30%. And I think as a result, a lot of times they'll make very defensive decisions, which I can easily capitalize on through force palms and small little frame traps and things like that. And tonight, it definitely felt like they haven't really dealt with like Lucario's a lot, and it definitely kind of showed, I think, in some of the gameplay. Being able to just kill also like 60%.
Yeah,
That definitely helps too, you know.
A little
Yeah, so
behind
got
the
more?
scenes here. On the graphic, you probably saw that Soupcan Sam has both Shulk and Lucario on that, but he's been way more heading into being pretty much a solo main at this point. But what's your feelings on that? Has it more or less kind of paid off? Is it comfortable to say, okay, I now have more of a character I can rely on more, or in more of a comfort pick, or is it like, I miss my old friends? Maybe a bit of both.
I get you. I've been playing Lucario since Brawl. That was just one of my favorite characters in Pokemon. And then I played Xenoblade, and it was one of my favorite games of all time. So I picked up Shulk as a result of that. Shulk is fun, but one thing I think Lucario, at least the one I have over my Shulk, is that I've just been playing him for longer. And I'm getting to a point now where I'm almost out of college. I really don't intend to play the game too much longer. So a few months ago, I was kind of at a crossroads of, do I continue to multi-main, or do I try to hammer down one to do the best I can? And I guess at this point, I've just kind of decided that although Shulk is fun, and I can definitely play Shulk, from time to time if I really want to, for fun and stuff like that, I think competitively Lucario is just the one I probably have to stick to.
Alright, I think maybe have time for one more question.
Yeah, I got you. I guess he kind of took my question a little bit. I was going to
Totally
ask.
fair, I get you.
I was going to ask, like, what do you like about Lucario? You kind of covered that. I guess what's kind of the goal for this team, sort of moving forward? I mean, in ECAC, ESC. I mean, I know you just said you're almost done with college, but
For what it's worth, our team, it has been definitely a rough start. We just got everything started last semester, and last semester we didn't win a single set, and that was pretty crushing for us. It wasn't good for morale, and we're obviously trying our best, but sometimes we'll make mistakes or something like that, and we'll be really close and we just don't come out on top. This semester has been a complete flip. So for what it's worth, I don't think we have dropped a single game inside ECAC right now, which has been really, really cool. A single set, forgive me. And I think our goal, especially for this upcoming semester, given it's the playoffs, we only have a few more weeks left to compete, especially in light of last semester having not won anything. Man, boy, howdy, would it be a great turnaround to win it all, walk away with the trophy, and leave something that we can leave here knowing that we made an impact for this team and for the Ball State Esports team as a whole. That would be really great.
I love that answer. I think, I hope it works out for you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, as you can see, that's how they had you on the graphic. They put your name on a soup can.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
I'm condensed. Why am I condensed? All right, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. Well,
I do.
yeah, I guess that's all I have for you. And yeah, thank you so much. I can take that microphone from you. Really good game. Congratulations on y'all's win.
Thank you.
And yeah, that is all we have for you tonight. Make sure you tune in Wednesday to watch our Call of Duty stream against, I don't remember, but make sure you tune in Wednesday and you'll figure out who we're playing and we'll see if we can win. So thank you so much for joining us. I've been Wyatt, aka Libby Baby.
I've been Gallus, aka Galuna. Take care, y'all.
And we will see you on Wednesday. Have a good night.